Hey, what's up, everyone, and welcome to One Faith. I'm your boy T, and this is my other boy, my host, my co-host, my. We gotta come up with some catch names for some
We do, man.
great intros.
This is Marcus King,
Yes,
on the
sir.
other
Yes,
side.
sir.
I'm on the right hand side.
On the
You
right
on the
hand
left
side,
hand side. We having
and we
fun
in the
doing what we
building.
do. Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Yes, sir. I love
Exactly. Yes,
it.
sir. Yes, sir. And we in the building. I mean, and today's episode is going to be very good. It's very good. We are going to be talking about a couple of things. The first thing the main point or the main idea that we're going to talk about today is investing in who God has called you to be.
Yes, sir.
We're going to let that conversation kind of just ride out because we really want to talk about this and engage in this kind of content because it's key to what we're doing right now.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna put that up real quick,
Absolutely.
and we're gonna talk about it from a spiritual component, from a spiritual aspect. Talk about it from the view of just being Christians, being young men of God in this thing, and trying to see who God has called us to be. I know I reached out to my boy and asked him what should we talk about this weekend. That's what he said. The Lord dropped this on his spirit, and to be honest, I started thinking about some things. I started thinking about kind of my own journey into that lane. So we're going to definitely jump into that a little bit later in the show. But for right now, let's talk about the destruction that took place over the past weekend. I guess y'all can call me a false prophet because I just knew that the Bills were going to beat the Chiefs
Oh
and they were going
God.
to take it to the Super Bowl. But in actuality, the Chiefs came out of nowhere and just
Man.
demolished the Bills.
Fire.
And now we just have both of my predictions were just terrible. I should have never betted against Tom Brady or
Man.
but two goats, young goat and a baby goat and a grown goat in the making.
Now
So
you gotta give it to. Listen, y'all.
come on.
Listen. Everybody, chime in. Make sure you share, okay? Because we're gonna have some fun. We are one faith. We got sports. We got Christ. We got everything. But anyway, man, Tom Brady. No, don't hate Marco. You can't do that, Marco. Tom Brady is the GOAT. Okay, I'm not a Tom Brady fan, y'all. I'm not a Tom Brady fan.
Me neither.
But please tell me what other quarterback who has had several championships with one team, then gets traded to another team and is going to the Super Bowl? Come on, man. Y'all got to salute him, man. He is the GOAT.
Got to. He is, and I'm just yeah. You did, Mark. You did.
You did. You did. It's okay.
But
You
you know
know.
what? I was betting against him because for one, I appreciate him being the GOAT. I do.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I was really rooting for the Packers to beat them. You know, give another chance. There can be plenty of seats at the table, at the GOAT table.
Yeah, yeah.
And also, I mean, I just figured that the Packers, they had the number one offense. So I mean, number one
Man.
offense coming against, one of the newest developed teams, typically teams like that don't go to the Super Bowl within the first year or go to a championship team or a championship game within the first year. And so you talking about like this is like LeBron esque creating a LeBron super team and going to the playoffs in the first year. Now I take that back. Well, no, because last year they didn't make it. I mean,
Yeah.
before the championship, the Lakers didn't make it. It was just LeBron and AD, and they went as far as they could, but they didn't make it. But last year they actually won.
Yeah.
So that is where my theology, I would say, and that man is coming from because I'm like, you can't just hop on a team first year and then take them to the Super Bowl. But that's what
Man.
he did. He hopped on the team, took them to the Super Bowl, and now here we are. We got the Bucks and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I can't be mad at that. I mean, if I were to pick a winner, honestly, if I were to pick a winner, I honestly think the Chiefs are going to win, and that's just
Yeah,
because they're the reigning Super Bowl champs, and the
yeah,
way they beat the Bills, they beat the socks off the Bills. It was kind of embarrassing. Um, they look primed to win. They look
yeah,
very primed to win.
yeah.
So I'm hoping that they'll pull it out because I'm definitely rooting for the Chiefs over the Bucks. But who you got, man? Who you got?
Man, I, I'm torn
Yeah,
because it's like something in Tom Brady ignites when he gets to a certain level. It's just, but if the Chiefs come out playing the way they did this past week,
yeah,
they're for sure going to take it. But if they give Tom Brady any type of room, any slack,
hmm
I mean, you can't. How you start, you need to finish the same way. Don't give
exactly,
him no leeway. I mean,
exactly.
smash. It got to be smash mouth football, real old school. Helmets flying everywhere. No, y'all don't give him no room. Don't feel sorry because he's old. You
Right,
better not. You
right.
better not do it because I promise you, if y'all get this man any type of room,
He's going to
he's
destroy
going
it.
to he's going to take it.
But
Yeah,
I will say this, and I didn't mean to cut you off.
you
I
good, boss.
will say this. This Mark said a point. Tampa Bay is playing in their home field. They're the first team to ever do this, play the Super Bowl in their
Woo.
own home field. So that is an advantage. But my money is still on the Chiefs. I can't bet against Baby Goat, man. Baby Goat. But go ahead.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's it. That's it, man. I think, like I said, if it comes down to the last 5 minutes of the
Mhm.
fourth quarter, my money is on the Buccaneers. My money
Yeah,
is on them. But if the Chiefs come out playing, it's going to be a wrap. It's
yeah.
what I mean. It's going to be a wrap. But I can't sleep on Tom Brady anymore. Not that I have. But I had to. My hats had to go when I saw that. Because I went to sleep, people. I was asleep. I woke up and I looked at the score. I said, it is no
No way.
way. It is
No
no
way.
way. This man did it again.
All right,
Oh, my goodness. I think he's like 40-something years old. Y'all, listen,
man.
that in football years is old,
It's
okay?
old.
That's like 60. You a senior. You pretty much. That's it. He done played like certain people, they don't last 5 years.
hmm
He done played for several years,
At a high
more
level.
at a high level, and is winning and stays in the playoffs, man. This is his second year being with them. You know what I mean? And, I know he got Antonio Brown, all that good stuff. However, man, you got to give him his props, man.
You
So
got to. You
we'll
got.
see what happens. We'll see what
It's,
happens.
it's just crazy. It's like he literally bet on himself, and he came out with the win. He literally betted on himself this season. Said, you know what, I'm gonna come out here. I'm gonna prove to everyone that I can jump on this team. We can put a team together, and I can take this team to the Super Bowl. He
Yeah,
had that chip on his shoulder from the jump. Like ever since he left the Patriots, he had that chip on his shoulder. I'm
man.
gonna prove everybody wrong. And
And
he
yeah,
did.
he did. And you got to see his wife wanted him to retire too. So he probably got mad. Oh, so you against me now? You against me now?
Right,
So
right.
he went in there hype. Listen, we about to win, okay? Because I'm gonna show my wife. Look, I still got this. Hello,
Right.
man. Let me tell you.
But you know
Oh,
what? Nicole on your page, she said something. She said his track record while he was on the Patriots that spoke
yeah,
volumes.
yeah,
These are golden. They are great, but that track record it speaks volumes
yeah.
for Tom Brady. I mean,
Absolutely.
now granted, I was hoping that Cam was going to come in and just knock it out the park this year. But when he dropped in, it was kind of rocky. He started out looking great, but
Man.
I think when he caught COVID, that really changed the game because he wasn't the same player afterwards. It was like
After all, at
it's
all, bro.
different. So I'm hoping that he gets a second chance with the Pats. I think that they're a good fit. But I'm very interested to see how everything is going to play out in the offseason,
Absolutely,
especially
absolutely.
with my Panthers. Who's your team?
I'm a Dallas fan.
That's
Proud
right.
to say
I forgot you.
I'm a. Don't do that. Don't
I
do
should
that.
take you off this live right now.
Everybody wants a star on their helmet, baby. Everybody wants a star on their helmet. Okay, once in your life, you wanted to have that star on your helmet.
Never.
Okay, so don't fool yourselves.
Never.
Okay, all my Cowboys fans, stand up. We're gonna do it
Y'all
one of
sit
these
down.
days. Okay,
Sit down.
maybe not today. Okay, but
Sit
one
down.
of these days.
Stay down. Man, after Dak got hurt, it was a wrap for y'all.
Yeah, well, you know,
Like,
that's
y'all
the
inspired
past. That was
future and dreams.
2020. Okay, we in
Hindsight
2021.
2020.
We in
Y'all
2021.
trash.
Yes, sir.
Cowboys players are trash, man.
Man, come on, don't
Cowboys
do
are
that,
just
man.
trash.
Come on,
The
man.
fans
Come
are
on.
trash. Everybody's trash.
We public right now. T. We public right now. You can't do
we
that.
are. We are. And I'm telling you straight like it is.
Oh, that's what I love.
But you know what? Like, I really did think that I thought that this was going to be y'all year, though. Like,
Yeah.
all signs pointed to y'all really coming out and killing.
Man, we have the lineup, man. If we just execute. Come on, coach.
Man.
Get these players to execute, man. We got the squad, man. We just execute this thing. We're unstoppable. We got to rebuke that curse. I'm going to prayer. I'm doing midnight prayer. I'm going to do a Paul in silence on these jokers, man, because we got to break that curse. We need the Cowboys to get back into that Super Bowl. We got to get them back in that mode, baby. Come on.
God knows. So we'll see. I'm praying against that, but
no. See how no, don't let the devil use you.
Never will. But he's using you right now.
No. I got people backing me up. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Back me up. Come on.
You need an amen corner.
I got an amen corner. That's what I'm talking about, Destiny. Thank you, Destiny. Let's go, Cowboys. Oh, man, I'm having fun.
My Panthers. We'll see how my Panthers do.
Well, they haven't been the same.
For us. Huh?
They haven't been the same since, we're going, not name names, but Cam, ever since he left, y'all had one good golden year. Man, y'all gave it y'all all. And then y'all lost.
They didn't give Cam a chance, man. They didn't give Cam a chance. I'm going to echo what Nicole said. They didn't give Cam a chance because you mean to tell me in the offseason, you come out and you say, Cam is our guy. He is our quarterback. That's who we riding with. And then not even a month or two later, you cut him. And I'm like, bruh, you're getting all these pieces. You're doing all these great things. And you just cut him? Like, I wanted to see how he was going to play this year. Like,
he fell short.
Good year. I mean, he started out strong with the Patriots.
He did.
And all he needs is a strong offensive line.
He'll be all right.
That was evident.
All right. We'll see what happens, man. Let's not get stuck on this though. We got to keep moving. We got to keep moving. Make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all share. Let people know what we're doing. We are One Faith. We're going to announce our giveaway and different things of that nature. I'm sure my brother's going to talk about it, but make sure y'all share because we're not only having fun, but we're doing ministry all at the same time. Subscribe to our YouTube page. We want this thing to reach the masses, y'all. We want this thing to reach the masses. So please, whatever you do, subscribe. It ain't going to cost you nothing. It's
nothing
just
at all.
Subscribe. You know what I mean? So we can continue to do the will of the Father, man, in so many different ways, and we can show people that Christians can have fun too. Exactly. All right, go ahead, TJ, man. Go ahead.
Nah, you good. You preaching, man. I'm about to just give you the mic. Let you take over.
Oh, man.
But I want to echo that. I mean, because we are definitely trying to do some big things. Actually, I'm going to say this right now. We are three. There we go. We are 3 follows away from 600 on Instagram.
Come on.
So please, if you're listening and you're not following us on Instagram, check us out. Go over to Instagram right now. Sign into the app. It's okay if you drop for a little bit right now and come on back. But drop for a little bit. Go to Instagram. Go to @WeAreOneFaith and go and follow us on Instagram right now. We are three follows away from 600. Your support could go a long way.
Absolutely.
And we're 3 away from 600 on Instagram, and we're about 6 away from 50 on YouTube. To me, those are huge numbers. I mean, most people are like, "Oh, that's not nothing. That's small." But yeah,
we build it.
That's 50, and that's 600 people who are listening to what we're doing and are impacted by what we're doing, especially the ministry that we're doing. And we do want to move along just a little bit. So we are um, going to give away $100 today. I make this quick announcement. When we posted last week that we were going to do this giveaway, um, we put it out there, and I just assumed that the Lord was in the blessing business because a lot of people, nobody responded.
Yeah.
I mean, I posted it everywhere. Nobody responded. But one of the things about One Faith this year, what we are wanting to do this year, we want to be a blessing. We want to be help to whoever needs it. We want to do more than just talk about the church and these things like that. You know, not talk about church in a negative way, but we want to do more than just talk and do these things. But we want to show. We want to put the action behind it. And so for this year, we are going to do a monthly giveaway. So if you missed out on the chance this month, next month we will be giving away another $100. Every single month we're giving away $100 to someone who is in need. This is because of the fact that we recognize that we are in very interesting times. We're in very interesting season. Not everybody has the financial means to do the things that they're able to do, and truth be told, not everybody has a stimulus check, or not
Right.
everybody has the abilities to keep hot food on the table, to keep clothes on their backs, or to pay a necessary bill. So we want to do whatever we can to be a help, to help people out. That was on our heart at the start of this year. Me and my bro, we met, and that was one of the first things that we talked about. And that is going to happen every single month this year, from January to December. We are
Tell them
giving
again, bro.
from
What how,
January to December. It's
okay,
not
okay.
going
I
to
thought
last. From January to
there we
December,
go.
we are giving away $100 every single month. And at the end of the year, in December, this is key, and this is what I want you guys to really help us out with. At the end of the year, and you are more than welcome to pitch in. You are more than welcome to help. This is just something that we're doing. If you decide that you want to give towards the efforts that we're doing to help bless other people, please do. All the money that you will give will go towards helping other people. We are not taking a dime up from it. We are going to just sow it forward to those people who are in need. But this December, for Christmas, we are going to sponsor a family for Christmas. That means we're going to take care of everything. We're going to pay for all of their Christmas, whatever they need. We are going to take care of it. And we're not asking for help, but we are saying we're doing it. And if you want to, be a part of this, if you want to come alongside and say, I want to sow into that because I believe in what you guys are doing, do it. I mean, like I said,
Absolutely.
all the money that you guys would give to us towards that will go towards that initiative. It's not going to sit in our pockets. We don't need it. We're not hurting for anything, and we're this when we made the decision to jump into ministry or to do ministry, it was not to do it for a financial gain or for a profit. We are not prophets, Profit. We're not prophets. We are men of God,
Yes, sir.
who love the Lord and love His people and want to do that for His people. So, with
Absolutely.
that being said, I will announce our winner right now. I want to give a shout out to Pastor Hawkins. He literally came through in the
Woo!
clutch. He came through in the clutch.
Yes,
I
indeed.
just received, a message from him, a member in his church, a deacon in his church. His wife just recently lost her hours were cut back from her job, and so we will be sowing a $100 seed into them because we want to be a blessing to them. We want to help them. I don't really care if they listen to us or not, but we just want to help them out. We want to be a blessing towards them.
Absolutely.
Anyone who's dealing with those type of situations. I remember when I was in college, and this is kind of being a little personal, but I remember when I was in college, um, me and my wife, we had just found out that, well, she was my girlfriend at the time, but
Hmm.
we had just found out that we were expecting our son, and I was in school full time. I was working I was a part time employee, but they were working me full time,
Hmm.
and we had just found out that she was pregnant, and I kid you not, it was like the day we found out, the following week, my manager called me into the office and said, I don't like the fact that you're going to school full time, working all these hours here. We're going to scale back your hours. We're only going to give you Saturdays to work. Now, mind you, I was working Monday through Saturday.
Oh wow.
But he was like, I only want you to work Saturdays because you don't have the time or the capabilities to do it. Now, if you want to work here and you want to do it, you would have to quit school and work here full time. And I said, then I'm not giving up on my dreams. I'm not giving up on what I started. And if it's that serious, then I'll just find another job. To God be the glory. And through a lot of the relationships that I built through some of my coworkers at the time, they helped me to land another job with the same organization, but another role at another branch, and it blessed me because not only was I able to receive help in that time, because that was a rough time. I mean, my hours were cut back drastically, and then we were struggling very hard. There'll be times I would cry. My manager would literally give me his debit card and say, "Go get something to eat," because I had no money to get anything to eat, and he would just look out for me. And so those moments, are key in my life, and I just want to sow it forward. Any way we can be any type of a blessing, that's what we want to do. We know that it's not much right now, and it will grow. Absolutely. But we want to do our part and start in that process. So, bro, do you want to add anything before we move forward?
Nah, man. I echo everything he says. I mean, we all need somebody. You know what I mean? And you never know where people are positioned. Count your blessings of where you are, and never forget where you came from. For those who have fought to be where they are. I think it's very important on that you give, and you give without a necessity. You give without expecting something back, but just out of the kindness of your heart. You know what I mean? Because it goes a long way. Just to see a smile on people's faces, or to say, just to hear a thank you. You know what I mean? Because I needed that. I was in a situation. Having your hours cut back and you got bills, you already got a lot going on. So I'm looking forward to blessing so many more families. And y'all make sure y'all tell people, y'all tag people to this program, because the truth of the matter is, again, the whole purpose of One Faith is to show people who Christ is. We want to encourage, but we want to also show in our actions. Faith without works is dead. You know what I mean? Right. So we have faith in the program, but we want to show y'all, look, this is what we're going to do, and much more to come. It's so many things that we have planned in our hearts that we want God to do. So when you're giving into this, if you decide to give in, please understand you're sowing into good ground. Exactly. Everything is going for a purpose. We're intentional beings. You know what I mean? We're intentional about everything that we do. So please, like my bro said, we're not asking for anything, but if you want to give, if you're led, if something's kicking you in, or pricking you in the heart, that's that Holy Spirit kicking you. Yeah. Go ahead and say, inbox us however you need to, and say, I would like to contribute, because again, we're giving. We're not taking anything. We're giving. We got our jobs. We have our vision and different things for ourselves. We got our ways of making our own money and different things of that nature. So everything about this podcast is about giving. Everything about this podcast, whether it's in words or whether it's in deed. So we're just going to give. And I'm gonna stop because y'all gonna make me preach up in here. In here. Come on now. We run faith, baby.
Exactly. And our heart and our posture is towards giving, and is towards helping. Man, I just got a raise on my job this week.
Come on, man. Come on.
Just got off the phone earlier. And my manager said, "You getting a raise this year plus a bonus?" Like,
hey, come on, man. Look at God.
Right?
Look at God.
Won't he will.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That's our heart. That's our posture. We want to do everything we can to help and to be a blessing. So, with that being said, I'm going to play a clip. Preferably it works. I'm going to play a clip, and we will hop off for just a second. Then when we come back, we're going to talk about this clip. Hey everybody, and welcome to our first Love Month celebration.
Love Month series.
First Love Month series. I am your host, TJ.
Because you're going to put on
my wife, Misha. We got late nights. Okay, yeah. Hi everyone. Welcome to our Love Month series where we host virtual date nights. All right. Hey, what's up, everyone? Thank you for tuning in to One Faith. I am your host, T. This is my lovely wife, Misha.
No, please don't call me your lovely wife.
This is my beautiful wife, Misha.
Okay.
So what you want me to say? I said my wife.
Use
You
some other
said
adjectives, like my lovely wife.
this is my voluptuous pregnant wife. What you want me to say?
Baby, having Misha's having a baby.
Or, I hate saying hey, what's up. I feel like I say it all the time. It's so boring. I don't know what else to say. What's good, everyone?
No.
Or what's no?
No.
Blah, 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 blah.
Start with a question.
That's a good idea. Like what? So what are 3 things like that? So what are 3 things I do that make you feel special and loved? Wow, drawing a blank already.
3 things that you do to make me feel special and loved. When you come home at night, don't be running these streets.
I come home every night. What are you talking about?
You know, I'm telling you, you're gonna be out here running these streets and stuff. I can trust that when you say you're going to jail, you going to jail. When you say you're going to get some milk, and rest assured that you will be back in 20 minutes with some milk, cereal, gummies.
I'm gonna get the milk.
See, you gonna answer questions to get you in trouble.
Anyways, I don't get in trouble.
No, by me you been asking like that. What you mean you just need some milk? What kind of milk you need?
Why are you getting so serious all of a sudden?
Because I'm like, well, you answer the question.
Anyways, hey everyone. Welcome to our Love Month series with the Midnights. I am host TJ.
Hey,
So,
y'all,
yes.
y'all better tune in. Y'all better tune in and listen. Y'all, man, when I tell y'all, I love it. I love the honesty. I'm looking forward to it, bro. Y'all better do that, man. Y'all keep it gutter. I mean, I don't even know if they say that anymore.
Right?
Y'all keep it real, man.
You
Y'all
can
keep
over
it real.
with the old slang gutter.
Man, I tell you the truth. I love it. I love it, Doc.
But yeah. So what you guys just took a sneak peek at is some bloopers. But coming up in the month of February, for the entire month of February, we will be having a brand new series. I don't have a title for it yet, but me and my wife, we have done. We hosted virtual date nights with 4 couples. So shout out to the 4 couples: the Greens, the Gleasners, the Kellers, and the Mirrors. Each couple is coming with some great advice, some great laughs, a great time. So every Wednesday night, instead of us coming on live, you will see each episode every Wednesday night at 6 o'clock. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of great advice, a lot of great wisdom. Me and my wife, we've been married going on 8 years in October, and we've been together for going on 12 years come October as well. We are in no means trying to be out here be like, yeah, we got it all figured out. We don't. We really don't. But the Lord kind of laid it on my heart to do this for Love Month, to show great examples of great Christian families and great Christian couples who can relate, give you some great advice, give you some great understanding, and help you in this month. Show that we love Christ, and yes, we love each other. So that's what we're going to be doing this month for the entire month of February. I will also be doing I have a Friday night Bible study that I hold every Friday night. It's kind of like a Bible study and conversation thing. This Friday night, we will be talking about God's love. But next month, during the month of February, I will be holding different conversations and different studies and different topics on how to, I guess, talking about, relationships, talking about how to date holy or how to live a single life and things like that. So be on the lookout. The episodes will be they all are pre-recorded, and you'll look at them and they'll be great. But the on Friday nights we'll be going live. We'll be talking about these things. Excuse me, and we'll be just going in on those different type of topics. So whatever topics that you guys want to discuss, definitely drop them in the comments. You can inbox me. You can inbox my brother Marcus. You can drop them in the comments wherever. We will discuss those things because for a lot of people in February, they don't look forward to February because of Valentine's Day and they get lonely, or some people look forward to it for all the wrong reasons.
Mhm.
But we want to do what we can to highlight healthy marriages, healthy relationships, and also highlight the fact that it is possible to be saved, be holy, and have fun and enjoy your spouse and enjoy life. So, bro, do you want to add anything before we?
Man, nah, you got it. Make sure y'all tune in, man, because like you said, it's all about, being healthy and having fun, being saved and having fun, things to look forward to, things to, expect. Everybody's marriage is different, everybody's relationship is different, so they just want to be examples and different things of that nature. So make sure y'all tune in. I don't got nothing much to say, but y'all need to run that clip back and watch it again. Watch the matter of fact, bro, you need to play that up until it's time, because I think people need to see that, because that was fun. That was fun.
And we
I
keep it
enjoyed
100. We keep it
Indeed.
100, and we keep it
Indeed.
real. And a lot of the couples that are on this series, they keeping it real. I mean,
Yeah.
one couple in particular, I know, the Kellers. Their story is really going to blow you away. Just everything that they've been through, and where they are today. God has His hand on them for a reason. They're one of my favorite couples in the whole wide world, and they're featured on this series. And like I said, man, I'm not trying to give anything away because I want y'all to watch it.
We got to move on, so give it away, y'all. We got to move on,
right? But every single episode is good, y'all. It's good. I promise you, it's really good. Everybody was excited to be a part. Honored to be a part. I'm really humble and excited that these people decided to say, hey, when I asked them, they agreed. They said we'll jump in and we'll be a part. So that promo will be posted after this, after our podcast show, and I'll definitely share it and try to promote it as much as I can, because these things are serious to us, and we love the Lord, we love each other, and we just want to kind of give the world a little taste of what we are all about.
That's what's up, man.
So there'll be 4 episodes on for each Wednesday in the month of February, and on Valentine's Day. On Valentine's Day, me and my wife, we will release our episode, which we'll do our love story, and we'll go through talking about some of the things that we went through and some of those things like that in our story, and that will release on Valentine's Day. It will air on Facebook, YouTube, all those great channels. So make sure that you're subscribed to us on YouTube. That will actually be the best way to watch it, on YouTube. Subscribe to us on YouTube. I think it's at We Are One Faith. Oh no, it's One Faith, all one word, One Faith. I'll post a link. So make sure that you guys, subscribe to us on YouTube and look and watch those videos when they come out on YouTube. And just, support as much as you can. Support as much as you can. Share with as many people as you can, because we want to be a blessing. We want to show, everybody, the whole world, what God is doing with us and with the couples that we're bringing on. So,
Yeah.
What's next, bro?
I guess we get to the main topic.
Get to the main topic, the main meat. One faith. That's right. One faith, all one word. One faith. One faith. I'm going to post it. See if I can post the link to our page.
Nice. Subscribe, everybody. Subscribe. Y'all going to hear us saying that, because we trying to reach 1,000 subscribers.
We are.
Then some. You know, so we trying to grow, y'all. We're babies in this thing, but we believe that God will allow us to reach the masses, and we're going to grow. We got so many things in stored. I'm talking while he's bringing up the link, so there's no dry parts.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're going to take a quick little break, and then we'll jump right into the main topic, which is going to be talking. There's the link right there. I mean, I know it's long, but there's the link. It's posted in the comments. Check out our YouTube page, subscribe to it, and follow us on social media.
I'm trying to get my finger to do it.
All right, get it right there. I gotta get my camera.
There you go. Look at this finger. Oh,
what up, everybody? And we'll definitely check us out on YouTube. We're gonna take this quick intermittent break, and then we're gonna jump right into our main conversation, which is talking about investing in who God has called you to be. That is what we're going to jump right into. So,
hey, my name is Brandy Banks, and I am the founder of the Forgiveness Movement. The Forgiveness Movement is all about acknowledging that we are forgiven by God, no matter how tremendous the act that we do, no matter how many times we do the act, God has forgiven us. And because God has forgiven us, we are commanded to forgive others. And that's family, friends, those who we feel have done us past unforgiveness, past healing. The Forgiveness Movement is all about healing for yourself. It's not about necessarily letting those people back in, but it's about healing within and releasing that hurt so you can move on. If you'd like to find out more about the Forgiveness Movement, go to Facebook and type in the Forgiveness Movement. Thank you.
Now, Mark Everett ended up being so good at track and field, and he is the team leader and owner of Primetime Scouting. Mark made 3 Olympic teams. Okay. That is the top 3 in America, and pretty much that's the top 3 in the world anytime you make Olympic team. So he's been on the top list forever. Multiple world records, multiple world championships. I mean, the guy was ridiculous. In 2018, got laid off from teaching at the school I've been at for 20 years. I happen to be looking at the video blurb. Mark does a 1 to 5 minute blurb every day. And Mark's on there and he says, hey, if you're a student or a student athlete and you would like to be recruited, inbox me. And if you're interested in being a scout, inbox me. So I get on the phone with Mark and we begin talking again. He tells me what I'm about to tell you. And I tell him that's the most awesome thing I've ever heard in my life. I said, how do I become a part of the team? How do I help? How do I get down? Mark says, you're hired. I said, excuse me? He said, you're hired. I'm going to teach you. We're going to teach you how we scout on behalf of these kids and parents, the ones who get skipped over and looked over in prime time. And for people who don't know, parents and everybody out there in TV land, radio, if you have a 3.0 and a fair ACT, SAT score, all the Division III schools will allow you to come to their university. They will give you an academic package, and you're allowed to go play any sport. I don't care if it's ping pong, baseball, basketball, they'll let you play it and do it. So Coach came up with Primetime Scouting and brought in a bunch of other scouts like myself. Every scout in Primetime Scouting talks to at least 30 schools to 30 coaches every day. And every scout in Primetime works for every student athlete. So if there's a student athlete we have in Arizona, every scout in Primetime, everybody that you see on their website, they're working behind the scenes for that kid. A kid in Maine, Florida, we even have an international division with the great Diane Dixon that we can even help kids get over here and figure out how to go to school. We're the cheapest company in the world and the only one with a money-back guarantee. That if a student or a student athlete that comes into Primetime, if we cannot find them a guaranteed scholarship, athletic, academic grants or whatever, we refund the parents 100% their money back, no questions asked. But there's one thing, guys, we are 100% in that area. We have never failed in finding kids a guaranteed scholarship to go to college. We get scholarships for the kids. We get them recruited. We get them looked at by these universities, administration, coaches, that whole thing.
So definitely check out both of those. The Forgiveness Movement is headed up by Brandy Banks. She has been a guest. She's a friend of the podcast, a friend of our radio show, and she is a part of One Faith Family. She has a movement, and this is entitled the Forgiveness Movement. Go check out her Facebook page, the Forgiveness Movement. You will find that she has a lot of content, a lot of great inspirational content that help you achieve forgiveness. She also has merch. So definitely check out the t-shirts, check out what she's doing. And it's so interesting because one of the things I fell in love with her ministry and what she does. So she gives the t-shirts out, and she sells them actually. But with each t-shirt that you purchase, she actually hand writes a personal prayer, and she puts the prayer along with a wristband in the package, and she sends that to you, and it makes it more personal and makes it very intimate between you and her and the Lord, of course. And and I just love that aspect about her ministry and what she's doing. So please definitely check out the Forgiveness Movement and Primetime Scouting. If you are hearing this by the way of radio waves or via the podcast, or if you're listening and watching us right now, looking at our beautiful faces, then definitely check out Primetime Scouting. This is an organization that is committed to helping your student or student athlete find scholarships, whether it's academic scholarships or it's athletic scholarships. So whatever sport, whatever your child or your person may be, they are committed to helping them land full scholarships. We're not just talking about, a scholarship to cover a portion of it. They're trying to get you the most. I was on a call not too long ago and listened in, and they are giving out millions of dollars to these kids to help them find the right money for college. So definitely check both of them out. If you want more information on either one of them, definitely contact us. We'll get you connected with them, and we'll go from there. So we are going to talk about the main course or the main portion of our show, which is investing in who God has called you to be. Bro, I'm going to kick it over to you.
Yes, sir.
And you can kick it off.
Investing in who God has called you to be. I'm going to say that 2 more times. Invest in who God has called you to be. One more time, because the threefold cord can't be broken. Invest in who God has called you to be. Please understand that when God created you, you came with a packet. You came with everything that you possibly need. Because here's the truth, and I say this a lot, but the enemy, he comes to steal, kill, and to destroy. What is he coming to steal? What is he coming to kill? What is he coming to destroy? He wants to destroy your purpose. He wants to destroy your assignment. He wants to destroy who you were created to be, because you have the power to impact so many different lives in so many different ways. So the scripture that I actually want to read is Proverbs 22:1. And I'm sure that many of you have read it time and time again, but this is a very powerful scripture. The King James Version says, "A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and loving favor rather than silver and gold." I'm gonna read it again. A good name. It didn't say anything about anything else. A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches and loving favor. So pretty much, people of God, please understand that you have to invest in everything that God has created you to be. Never count yourself out, because the enemy wants you to count yourself out. He wants you to feel like what you had in your mind, what you had in your heart ain't enough. Some of you singers out there, some of you songwriters out there, you think it's far-fetched because you hear you may hear a lot of talent out in the world. Nah, if God puts something on the inside of you, go for it. You motivational speakers, just because you see other people doing it, just because you see, you see people like E.T. doing, please understand, everybody has to come from something. So you have to build. You have to build and invest in yourself. And the only way you do that is not worry about the money piece, but focus on yourself. Focus on the books you need to read. Focus on the people you need to connect with. The experience that you get will be good for you. So, for example, right now, even now, One Faith is something small right now to the people's eyes, but it's a giant to us.
Yeah.
It's something that's major to us because we're not just looking at the beginning. Our mind is made up. We see the end from the beginning. That's how God created everything.
Yep.
He saw the end from the beginning and he said it was good. Think about it. He said, let there be light, and there was light. How did he know it was good if he didn't already have it in mind?
Preach, bro.
You got to think about that. So when he created you, he had the end in mind. He had the end in mind. So never let anybody or anything make you feel like you're not qualified. You just got to discipline yourself, because I find it in this year, I've been more disciplined. I've been more committed, and everything else really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter because I feel purpose every day. I wake up with a fire on the inside of me like, okay, it's time to get it, Marcus. It's time to go after something. You know, I just accomplished 3 different goals today. You know what I mean? And I'm going to throw this little plug in there. But, you know, I just got my certifications to be a personal trainer.
Okay,
You know what I mean? Something like that. You know, I done started a couple businesses and different things of that nature. But it's been in me the whole time. And I've been hesitant. I've been hesitant about it. However, now that I got my eyes focused on it, now that I'm focused on what God is getting ready to do, I know that he's getting ready to do exceeding abundantly above all that we can even ask or think. So what's in my little mind right now? What's in my little mind right now? He's getting ready to blow my mind. He's getting ready to blow your mind. So invest in who you are. Invest in what God has for you. And I promise you, just start. Just start. Just start. And if you need help, we're here for you. We're here for you in all types of ways. We're ministers too. You know what I mean? So we're not limited. We're not limited. We represent the kingdom. We represent the kingdom. So I'm going to go ahead because, you know, I can go all day. I'm going to pass this mic to my bro Ham, the elder himself. But, you know, I'm going to let him talk about it, you know, but, iron sharpens iron. But let me tell y'all something. Get started now. It's not too late. And don't wait till August to say, okay, I'm going to wait. I'm going to get ready. I'm going to get ready. I'm going to get ready. No, start now. Whatever that is, and push yourself. Push yourself. That's all I got to say about that.
You know
Yes,
what, bro?
sir.
You hit a lot of great points. And that's one of the things that I love about this topic is that, you know, a lot of times people are afraid to just take that leap. They're afraid to take that next step.
Yeah.
Because they're afraid because they are afraid of the unknown. I know for me, when I launched One Faith almost a year ago, coming up in September, coming up in June, you know, I was afraid of doing this. I was afraid of putting myself out here like this because I'm usually a quiet guy. Anyone that knows me knows that I'm a class clown. I'm a funny guy, and I do kind of have an open and a outgoing personality. But I'm very quiet. I'm very reserved. I keep to myself, and I do that because I want to make sure that, you know, I'm able to control everything that's going on around me. And so when I launched into One Faith and I started One Faith, there was a lot of craziness that happened with One Faith. There were some things that were said and there were some things that were done to try to knock me off the course of One Faith and to keep me from doing the things that God's called me to do. But for those who don't know, One Faith was birthed out of a dream. God literally laid it in my heart. I was asleep one night and he woke me up at like maybe 3 o'clock in the morning. And he put in this dream, I saw it as plain as day, like I'm looking at the screen right now. Ephesians 4:5. That's all I saw was Ephesians 4:5. And this was the first time I actually had a dream where the scripture was literally visible in front of my eyes like that. I immediately woke up and I was just, what is Ephesians 4:5? What does this mean? And immediately I went to the scripture and I saw that Ephesians 4:5 said one Lord, one faith, one baptism. Now, mind you, this was prior to me launching One Faith. It said one Lord, one faith, one baptism. And what I looked when I read it, I kind of focused in on that one faith piece, because when you break that scripture down, one Lord, it's talking about One Lord, Jesus Christ, who he is in his entirety. One faith, we believe in the blessed hope. We believe in who Christ is. One baptism, that outward expression of showing that we are Christians. That's what it's all about. Signifying that we are all one, that we're all connected, that we're all together in the body of Christ. And when God showed me that, I knew that this was something that he wanted me to do. And honestly, one faith is just a small subset of the big picture. Sorry, I hear my kids, they're in another room. But one faith is just a small subset of the big picture of what God has given me as far as the vision and the dreams and the things that he has put inside of me to launch. And one faith, like I said, it's just a small subset, but it is the beginning. And I feel like God put that in my life. And then with the opportunity that came with the radio station and those things like that, God literally said, now is the time for you to get up off the couch and start doing the things that I've called you to do. And there were times when I was scared. I was legit scared to do this because I said this, and you're going to hear it in the a little bit of a plug, but you're going to hear it in the upcoming series. But I was scared because I felt like I was in the shadow of a giant and I couldn't get out of it. And when God gave me the ability to step out on my own, he let me know that I was not by myself, and that I could lean and trust and depend on him. I don't need anybody else. I don't need to be under the shadow of a giant in order for God to elevate me, in order for God to move me, in order for God to do things in my life. Jeremiah 1:5 says, I'm just going to put it up here. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. God knew exactly who we were going to be before he even put us in our mother's womb. Do you know how powerful that is?
Come on.
Just think about that. Before you were even before you even conceived, before you even thought of, God had you on his mind, and he knew exactly the purpose and the plans that he had set for you. And before you were even born, he set you apart, meaning he consecrated you, meaning that he said that you are going to do exactly what I called you to do. Now, when you look at this in this context with Jeremiah, this is what he was telling Jeremiah. I consecrated you, and I created you to be a prophet. All of us have our own calling. We all have our own thing. Me, I know that my calling is preaching. My bro, he know that his calling is preaching. We're walking in that calling, but it's going to come with a lot of pushback, a lot of things that we're not going to expect. It's going to come with those trials and tribulations, and those trials and tribulations are not to discourage you, but to encourage you. Absolutely. That no matter what you go through, God is on your side, and he is allowing these things to happen in your life because of the fact that he knows the call. He knows what it takes to get you to the next place and the next level. So each and every trial and tribulation that you go through while you're on the path of being who God has created you to be, being who God has called you to be, is only going to strengthen you. It's only going to make you better. It's only going to make you exactly who God has called you to be. So don't get put off. Don't get dismayed. If people say things, people are going to be people. Right. If things happen, if you don't have everything you need right now to launch out into the deep, that's fine. Use what you have and go. I don't have everything I need for this podcast. I don't have everything I need for it to do what God has called me to do. But God has literally told me, use what you have and I will bless it.
And that's everything you need, bro.
And that's everything you need. Look what you have. Look what he did with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread.
Come on.
That was all they had, but he fed over 5,000 souls.
Come on.
5,000 people. He made that thing stretch. And all you have to do is just take that first leap. Leap out into faith and trust God that he will take you. He will take care of you. He will provide for you. He will do all these things that he has promised in his word that he will do to you. But the thing is, you have to take that step. You can't be afraid to take that step and launch out and do what God called you to do. If you are, you will always be sitting back thinking, what if?
What if?
Oh, and one thing I want to add this, and before you jump in, because one thing I realize and I recognize is that God, I was supposed to be preaching a long time ago. Mm-hmm. And I ran from it. And I remember God showed me, he legit showed me who I was supposed to be and where I was supposed to be if I had just followed him in that path. And God will do that. He will show you where you should have been. But he's showing you that not so that you can get discouraged and be like, oh, God, yeah. But he's showing you that because he wants you to see just how good he is, that he's merciful, that he's able to show you where you are supposed to be, but he's going to take you to an even better place. And he has favored you and loves you enough to show you that if you just get back in the right standing or in the right place with me, I will do whatever I can to make sure that you are above where you are supposed to be. Only God can do that.
Yes, sir.
No one else.
Yes,
No
sir.
one or nothing else. So go ahead, bro. I'm mic toss.
So listen, subscribe right now. Subscribe to YouTube. That's what you want to do. Subscribe and then invest in yourself, because we're going to keep pushing out great content. Y'all know what's to come in the month of February, and there is so much more to come. Please understand that we're not stopping. We're committed to this thing. We are committed to this thing. We're not worried about who likes it and who doesn't like it, because you know what happens is most people jump on. Most people jump on when everybody else jumps on. Most people are followers. They're not leaders. They can't see a good thing when it's happening right at the beginning of it. Because you think about places like McDonald's, okay? You think about the iPhone now. You think about all these great things that had taken place and the obstacles that they had to go through. They had to start, and they weren't fearful, and they wasn't worried about who liked it and who didn't like it, because they saw the vision. And these are people who are of the world. Are you kidding me?
You're right.
These are people of the world, and they just applied principle. They applied pressure, and they knew they were going to be able to do something. So I tell you what, by the next time we get on here and we're together, but the next time we're together, you should have started your business. You should have started your blog. You should have started whatever it is that God put on the inside of you. And even if it starts off with 2 people, watch that thing grow because of your commitment.
Exactly.
Watch how it grows because of your commitment. Commitment beats anything. Commitment beats talent any day of the week. I'll take commitment and discipline over anything. I promise you. Because when a person is committed and a person is disciplined, change happens automatically. Change happens automatically. And do me one favor. That moment when you start and that fear tries to come up, you tell that thing to have several seats and get out of your mind, get out of your heart, and you begin to pray against it. And let nothing come in your mind. Let nothing stop you. Man, we won faith out here. Come on here.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
I love
you better
it.
Preach.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But yeah, man, I definitely appreciate this topic for real, because it's something that resonates with me. Like I said, when I started One Faith, it was back in June of last year. And it was me literally taking that leap and saying, this is what God has called me to do. I started this thing in my closet, literally. I would be in my closet recording these episodes because that's the only place I could get good audio and without the noise and all this stuff going on. But the Lord took me out of the closet.
Out of the closet. Come on, Doc.
Marvelous light.
Yes, sir. Won't he do it?
And now I'm out in the open. I got my own office, my little desk and stuff set up now. Look at God. I mean, and I believe in God for this thing. My vision for One Faith has always been to be bigger than what you see right now. And it's what you said was so key. It was so key because if you look at when Apple started, God, what's the man's name? I can't remember. Steve Jobs literally started that thing in his garage. He had a garage ministry. I mean, it technically wasn't a ministry, but he had a garage ministry, and he launched that thing to now being the largest smartphone supplier. And not only that, but they are branded beyond that. You know, they provide high quality products. And so you got to think about that. If you just start small with what God has given you and just trust that what he has is definitely for you, take that leap and just go.
Let's go.
If I would have never taken this leap, you guys would have never seen us doing what we're doing right now.
Come on. So get on your mark, get set, and let's go.
Let's go. We're not gonna be the same way like we were this year. When next year come around, January 27th, 2021 or 2022, it's going to be much different. It's going to be much better because we're going to be doing exactly what God told us to do, and he's going to take us to where he has expected us to be.
Yes, sir.
By this time next year.
Yes, sir. All right, man.
All right, well, we just gonna end it because we keep going. We're gonna keep preaching.
Yeah, man. That's all. I'm not saying nothing else.
Right.
I'm not saying nothing
You're not
else.
gonna cut it off.
Go ahead. Y'all be blessed, man. Till
Y'all
we
be
meet
blessed.
again.
Y'all tune in. Definitely tune into the upcoming series. It will be aired next starting next Wednesday at 6:00. Tune in this Friday night. I will be doing part 2 of God's Love, the interactive Bible study. And also I want to shout out to my bro Patrick Muir. He has a Bible study that's happening tonight. Definitely check it out tonight if you want. Inbox him, and definitely we'll see you guys next week, or you'll see us. You'll see me and my wife and some lovely couples next week. All right, y'all, be blessed. This is One Faith.